keep it natural. Stay in your bag like you wearing satchels. Hey, baby, you a godsend, just missing the sandals. But still, you ain't missing much. Put your hands on my back, just a different touch. Put your ass on my plate, I don't skip the lunch. I don't skip the brunch, not the dinner neither. And we hella close, not a centimeter. Get it in between us, on you too.
And another episode of Mixed Up Podcast.
How y'all feel about this Joyner Lucas video that we just seen? What was it? I just seen it last week. I think it was on Wednesday when I seen it.
Yeah, I liked it a lot.
Yeah, it was real. It's like one of the realest videos I've seen.
Yeah.
So y'all think it touched on something that's actually happening?
Of course.
Yes, it's relevant.
It's relevant. So do y'all know anybody like that? I mean, like, say you got to come up, Sean. You done came up. You done hit about. You got about $2 million, and you got your close homeboy.
Mm-hmm.
Still going through your mind, would you put him on?
Of course.
Or would you have him thinking that thought of why he ain't put me on yet?
That's the thing. I think the Joyner Lucas video is more about entitlement, man. Because if you look at it, if you really break down what he was saying, he helped the guy, but the guy didn't felt like it wasn't enough.
He wanted more.
Yeah. But back to your question, I would put my friend on. If you my homeboy, I got $2 million, bro. I'm gonna put you in a position that you gonna be set up. But don't feel entitled like I have to. Like if I give you 100,000, this is say, and you feel like, nah, man, Sean got $2 million. He could at least give me 500.
Nah.
Yeah, that's
but some people think like that.
Some people do think.
You know
like
what I mean? Like, so that was a good topic. I think it happens every day, man.
Yeah.
So with that, I feel like, let's say I won the Powerball, because $2 million is kind of hard to put people on.
You can.
Not really.
You can. Depends.
Well, the thing is, they expecting to have that same $2 million.
But and it depends what's putting on, like what's putting somebody on to. Like, you know what I mean? You're buying a house for a person. Yeah, $2 million. You're not gonna buy a lot of houses. You got a lot of, but you could put them in position to do something. Even if you get them like 15,000.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. Yeah. I feel though. So, like, Sean's my best friend, and here. I got a few best friends because of all the places I've been.
Right.
So if I become rich, that doesn't necessarily that I'm rich, not Sean.
Right.
And the problem is people was like, oh, you're rich, now I'm gonna be rich, and that's not how it works. You can't expect anybody to give you anything. And actually, let's say Sean hit the lotto or Powerball. Let's say it's $50 million. Mm-hmm. I would still I'm like, hey Sean, let's go to lunch. I would still pay for lunch. I know he's
and that's being real.
Yeah, it's being real.
That's being real generous. You know, that's honor, respect, trust.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? You shouldn't expect him to be like, hey man, I got this $1 million check just right off the bat. You know,
and it comes with your family too. Like when you get so Rick Ross said something that was like real, like deep. He said like he was on Drink Champs and they was talking about like how he put on all his family, because you know he got chains of restaurants and stuff like that. And he said Wingstops, Checkers, and so forth. And he was saying that how he made sure he told his family members, listen, I'm about to put y'all on with this. You're gonna make more money doing this than you ever will make in your life working for somebody else.
Right.
But this is it. Like if you don't want to be down with this, don't ask for no handouts. Don't come for like nothing else.
Right.
I'm building you up to set you up for life.
Yeah.
If you do this up, you wouldn't have to come to me. And that's what happened to a lot of like rappers and comedians or people in entertainment. They have a lot of friends and they feel like, you know, they have to take care of everybody. But that's the thing. If you just giving people money, financial gains, and you're not explaining how to, you know, the power of money or like the explanation, like, listen, financials, they're gonna blow through that money, and when they blow through that money, guess who they coming back to?
Yeah.
So you gotta put them. Yeah, you gotta let them know. Listen, man, I'm gonna put you in a position where you can make your own money, and I got your back. But like we said, entitlement. Some people gonna feel like, you know what, I don't want to work for nobody else.
So if my thing is, if your homie was humbled in the beginning,
right,
when you didn't have it, he should stay humble when you get it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
But give it though, because you got some people that don't want to give. That's something different.
True.
If we grind, like say we all grinding this out right now, and somebody get to the next point, and like you know that you couldn't do it without. It's a team,
right?
No.
Don't shit on your people, man.
No, I agree.
People
do that. I agree with that because that happens a lot,
right?
But what happens is the member of those teams. Let's say and let's keep it in here. Let's say one of us pop off. Let's say I pop off, just hypothetically.
Mm-hmm.
But behind the scenes is because of Brian and you. But let's say I'm the one that pops off to the highest.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, I did it. I couldn't do it without you guys. But Brian's over there. He's making me crack up over there.
No, man, you can hear that ice and
The ice and jiggling.
Yeah, you can clear as day.
Yo, it sounds like I'm drinking lean up in this motherfucker.
You can hear it clear as day, man.
He's gonna fall asleep.
I'm double cupping up in this piece. Go ahead. I'm trying to be serious. You can't be serious with you guys, man.
Oh, man, you need to put some headphones on.
Hey, man. Hey, man.
He's over there laughing. We over here talking. He's gonna be the one.
No.
But no, if you had the headphones on, it was clear, right?
Yeah, you hear it. Like, you heard the go.
You heard it go down his throat.
Go down my throat. Pause. Yo, pause. Yo, see, this is what I'm talking about. Yo, Mr.
Stop.
Go ahead.
No, all right, let's go back.
Nothing sexual today.
So what happens is,
Wait a minute.
all right, let's time out.
I gotta get this up.
Go ahead. Chuck.
I'm gonna wait till you
No,
stop
you know,
laughing.
I'm not laughing. We're not laughing at you.
ahead.
No, I know.
Yes, go ahead.
So I pop off. What happens is, I'm gonna take care of y'all. But what happens is, now I'm the man. I'm the one, the breadwinner. And what happens is that some people, it can be Sean, it could be you, hypothetically, is like, you know what? I want to be in that position. I want to make the same amount of money, but you can't because I'm the face of this.
Right.
So I'm gonna take care of y'all, but you can't expect to be on my level.
But you gotta stay. That's what I'm saying. You gotta have people that stay humble.
Right.
Even though you're at that level and we all started together, I would feel like if it wasn't for me, he wouldn't be there.
Yeah.
I helped him get there.
I help him. Right.
I'm not going to trip. You know what I'm saying? I can still sit back and wait my turn.
Exactly.
That's true too.
But on the flip side, a lot of people pop and they shit on the people that
Yeah, that's
that
what I'm
help them.
saying.
And that's wrong
And
too.
that's wrong as hell.
Yeah. But it's like I said, it goes on 24/7. It don't even have to be financial. It could be like, you know, a lot of time people trip out on so-called success.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It could be that, you know, we get more popular. Say, for instance, we starting this and one person gets like more popular than another. Some people might feel way behind it.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't trip.
Yeah,
we know we wouldn't trip.
Yeah.
Because we looking at it, one pop off, we all popping
pop
off.
off.
That's good.
Yeah.
And money to me, it's
Right.
important, but it's not as important as the friendship
As a family,
And,
period.
and we've said this, and I've said it several times. If this podcast pops with or without me, I'm still going to support it because
Of course.
that's just natural.
But I think that's where people get it twisted because you make money to survive. You don't make money to make you.
Exactly.
Right. To let the money make them.
Correct.
Right.
That's why I really don't. I value money, but I don't value it to where I value my family.
Yeah, I value relationships.
Relationship, your
Yeah.
morale. I think that's more important than your money because you could have a lot of money in the world, but if you're morally like unjust, I can't fuck with you, man.
See,
There's a lot of people like that in the world.
And it goes into family values.
Family values is what we was about to
right
talk.
now, it's generation to generation. From back in the day when we were growing up, like Big Mama and them, they had the family together at all times.
Right.
Every holiday, there were more family reunions,
Right.
stuff like that. Then Big Mama and them started dying off. Then the next senior that was up, it started slowing down.
Right.
All the gatherings and all that, so everybody started doing their own thing. So family values today is very low.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
And where did it
lost
go
that.
wrong?
We lost
We
it
lost it.
when crack, the epidemic hit, and then it's never came back.
Yeah, you're right about that. Because you remember, like, you know, everybody was affected with that crap
Right.
epidemic happened in the hood. If you didn't have an uncle or aunt, your cousin,
No, your parents.
your parents,
Yeah.
your siblings, so you know, and it dwindled, and it just kept on going for generation and generation,
Yeah.
because you had that one uncle, or that one aunt, or that one brother that you loved, maybe even the most charismatic, the coolest, and they end up getting on drugs, and then you had to forced to push them away
right.
because guess what? They're stealing stuff from the house.
Right.
They're robbing everybody. You know what I mean? Like, so, and the family just broke up, like you said.
Yeah.
Now, Big Mama don't care. Big Mama, when your cousin or whoever was on crack, she said, "Bring that boy in.
Bring him in.
Yeah.
Bring him in. He gonna get. He's still family.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He gonna get a plate.
Right.
If he need to wash up, he gonna wash up right here.
So that's just like the movie with Wesley Snipes and what's his name?
Oh, you talking about Jungle Fever? Gator.
Is it? Yeah.
When
yeah.
his name Samuel Jackson plays. Look how real was that. But the father, he couldn't have taken him more because the father realized this guy was just like
But the mother could.
She could. He was like a leech.
Yeah.
And he killed him. The father killed him.
Yeah.
So we all lived in the inner city,
right?
Growing up in New York, in the hood. Brian in Dallas, I believe, is the same, right?
Yeah, it's a metroplex, but
but
suburbs.
So what I
still hood though.
Yeah, but still,
Oak Cliff.
Oh yeah, that's all hood.
So what I've noticed is, and now that we're all upper middle class, living in a home that's together.
It used to be upper middle class.
There ain't no upper middle class no more.
Upper middle class no more.
I mean, I'm not trying to.
I'm just saying, real. It really is.
Well, upper middle class is 300,000 and above income. That is considered upper middle class.
True.
Okay.
But I'm not there.
You will be. I'm not trying to count money, but that is the fact. Is anything 300,000 family household income is upper middle class, but we live in the suburbs. Mm-hmm. And we're all raising children. Mm-hmm. I know I grew up pretty much my father in and out my life. Sean, your father...
he was there, but he died when I was 14.
Yeah. So the difference that I see now in being raised in the inner city is people on drugs, their parents on drugs. It's like you get to do whatever you want. You don't care. Mm-hmm. You don't, and when you don't have a father, you don't have that person to guide you.
Right.
In the right direction, to include especially daughters,
right?
Because daughters need a father, and the sons need the discipline. The daughters need the father, that fatherly love, because they're their princess. They show them the values of respecting themselves, of how to conduct themselves correctly, and how to be loved by a man. Mm-hmm. The son needs that motherly love from the mother, because their sons are normally more attached to the mom,
right?
So when you don't have that foundation, now you have these young males, in the inner city. They don't have any guidance. So what do? They find the guidance with the hood dudes in the street, and they fall in that trap. Mm-hmm. And now you have the females like that. And I'm not going the sexual, but they are hypersexual. They want attention, and nowadays is. Oh, let me do shake my butt on camera, or
because
it's because the parents. I think the parents don't know how to be parents now. They want to be brothers and sisters.
Right.
Yes.
The mothers are twerking with the daughters.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? So like, there's no balance. So how are you going to expect your daughter to look up to you or listen to anything you got to say
or respect you
when you're
doing the same
twerking the same video, like she's looking at the same music, and you're going after the same dudes? Reality is
in the club together. So
that take me back to when I was in the club. My mom came in the club and was like, "Buy me a drink." So I bought her a drink, but I left.
That's crazy.
I couldn't kick it with my mom.
Yeah, that's your mom.
She's gonna kill your vibe.
It wasn't even about that. It was just respect. It's like, hey, you gonna be here? Well, I'm going somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna leave.
There's no respect no more.
Yeah, no,
they don't
not, because they're friends. That's to me, that's the wrong move. Because some of your friends don't tell you shit.
Right. Like they encourage you. Growing up, you remember that when we was younger, we had respect for the elders in the neighborhood. Mm-hmm. If you seen Mrs. Blas, Mrs. Johnson with bags, you would help her with the bags.
Right.
If you was smoking weed, whatever you was doing, you seen any adult come, you hiding it.
Put it away.
These kids don't care. It was just a couple months in the Bronx, I was seeing that there was a community like tenants. It was all elderly people, and they was complaining about the kids. The kids was beating up and robbing these old people inside the hood. Like, I was like, wow. Like, I mean, they was terrified. They was pleading for the police to help them. And like, anybody, activists, come help us. Like, look, they just beat me up. A woman was saying that. Black eye. And I'm like, weird, like what the hell is going on?
And when we was growing up, that was a no go. Like if you saw that, they're getting it's on site on that part.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Now it's like they think it's cool. They think it's funny.
They think it's funny and stuff, and nobody does nothing to them because you know what their first reaction is.
Well, I'm gonna call the police.
Nah, I'm talking about the kid.
The kids?
What he gonna do?
They don't give a shit.
He gonna pull a pistol. That's the first thing they gonna do.
They gonna shoot him.
You know what I'm saying?
That's why you gotta shoot him first, yeah.
That's why.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know.
I'm sorry. It's sad.
It's sad to say.
It's sad to say, but I ain't be damn if a little man Ray gonna take me out. I'm taking little Ray.
My
out.
grandma's 84, and I just can't imagine her blasting somebody in the street.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's sad. It has gotten to that point that the family values is not.
What do you guys think about what happened in Chicago? Not to cut you off.
Oh, I got you on that one.
With the guy that punched the lady in the face,
and he got punched.
Did you see that?
In his chest.
Yeah.
So that was crazy. When I seen it, first of all, like it was two punches that you saw, and it was hard.
Yeah, he came all the way.
He came all the way
back there.
He was trying to knock her out.
No, you heard
it smack.
I was like, spat.
But they were arguing. What they were arguing about?
We don't know. Nobody really know because they didn't show like the context of what happened.
I know they were arguing. Then he was like, "I'm gonna hit you," and
he said, "I swear to God."
You say one more word.
One more word, and he said, "I swear to God to my grandma, I'm knocking you out."
That's something I would say.
Yeah. And then social media, they were like, "Well, he said that. He sure enough, he met his grandma at the same time." social media, these guys is good.
Hey, look,
these guys are good.
Social media.
So go back, bringing back in the story. What happened after he punched her?
Oh, he punched her. So the lady had a 14-year-old son.
Mm-hmm. He was in the car.
He was in the car or whatever, and he came and he shot him.
But she
said, but see, this is the part I don't understand because in the video, I want to know where did she say?
I didn't hear.
Go get the gun, because if you listen to that video right before it went off, you heard gunshots. Do you hear that? You heard the pow pow.
Yeah.
So, and I'm like, where did she have time to tell her son to do it?
I think he probably already had it.
He had it.
She texted him.
He saw what happened.
And then he saw it.
She sent him a text.
And he reacted.
Come in, I'm getting my ass whipped.
Yeah. No, and so what really made me wow. You saw the mugshot because they arrested the lady. They arrested her and the arrested her son. Yeah. Later on,
I didn't see the mugshot.
Yeah. No, so I saw the mugshot. Her face looked normal.
Oh wow.
I swear to God, with that kind of punch, I said, "Yo, she gonna be twisted." I thought something gonna be broke.
Her eye should have been dotted in.
Broken jaw or something. Right. Nose, nothing. She was like, it looked normal. I was like, damn, because the punch it sounded hard, bro. I was like, damn.
Damn, do you think she rolled with the punch?
I don't know. Damn, I'm not. She's amazing.
No, on the video she took it.
She took it.
Yeah.
She took it, but he said it. He said, "Yo, you say one more word," and before she said, she like, and he just bang. But what was so a treat was to me, bro. It was like people was there and they stop it.
They do nothing.
Well, they don't do anything nowadays.
No, but what happened to the men to intervene?
But that goes back to family values,
right? Intervene. I'm not saying you pick any side. Listen, bro, you ain't gotta do this. Your sister, chill.
Yeah,
right.
No, everybody was looking.
It's because everybody's afraid to say something.
They want to record everything. Everybody just want to chill and be like,
right.
I'm gonna collect the evidence.
Right, to post it on social media.
Mm-hmm. But it's dude, just like back in the day, if y'all would have saw something like that,
bro, you what?
Ain't no way he would have got that second.
No, he would have got. Yeah, bro, he would have got dealt with.
I remember growing up, man. I remember seeing a young kid. A young kid was on a bicycle, and I used to live where I used to live. They had a bicycle shop underneath me. And I'm looking through the window, and a car. The dudes was a bunch of kids. Summertime, they would come and get their car fixed. I mean, their bike. Dude was about to roll off, but a car was coming in. So the dude rolled off. He's a teenager. He's 19. He started hitting the hood of the car. It's an old couple. Two old couples. It looked like they was double dating. I never forgot. The driver came out. Tall, older dude. The dude tried to swing on the old dude. He came out and he was talking to him. He's like, you know what? He swung. Old dude, OG, caught it. Bing, 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 bing. Beat him up. Pulled his shirt. That's what I said. Over his head. I said that's an old school move.
Yeah,
and start beating him up.
Yeah.
The dude gets mad, pull out a knife, and is gonna stab him. A dude from my block told him stripping down, listen, if you stab him, you ain't leaving this block alive, bro. Dude got scared because they had hammers on him.
Yeah.
And they said if you stab him, you're not gonna leave alive. The dude got scared and ran on a bike and left.
Yeah, but nowadays the block will cheer him on. Yo,
cheer him on, what's wrong with you? You was in the wrong in the first place.
Nobody want to get involved.
Nobody want to get involved
because they don't want to lose their life getting involved.
True.
Right.
And now back then you had You were kind of like the police,
Right.
kind of the inner like. Hey,
the hood was the police.
Don't do this. Don't do that. These are the rules. You don't talk about somebody's mom. You don't mess with the elderly.
Right.
And now it's like there's no rules.
Our mothers never feared the block. They never feared. They felt safe when they was in the neighborhood. They knew nothing was gonna happen when they was in this neighborhood.
And if something happened,
now it's the opposite.
Yeah.
They're scared of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, it's sad that you grew up in the neighborhood and now you're scared of it.
Come on.
Yeah. Because
It's crazy.
It's changed. The values and family have changed so much.
And this is coming from, like, I was in the streets. You was in the streets. We all were in the streets. We grew up in that environment, but we had unwritten rules.
That's real.
And that's the thing. It's not like I'm not saying we're here preaching like of something that we didn't live, because we lived that.
Right.
We lived that life.
So that's not to switch it. That's a good topic I want to talk about too, but not to bring it in because you said in the streets. So it was a period of time I was in the streets, and that was, I would say, minute, and that because I caught my case. So it's the difference between hood niggas and in the street.
In the street.
So I had a job. I had maybe like when I was younger 2 jobs in my when I'm younger. I did George Leslie. I told you about that. So in the Hasidic neighborhood, I had stories about that. It was crazy. I told you about that. It's crazy. And then I did security. So like that, I had income coming in and stuff like that. But I'm a hood dude, so like people gotta understand, if you live in the neighborhood, you are a hood dude. You're hood.
You're not street.
You're not street. Street is, so this is when you're street. When you're street is like a person that never had a job. Every put like this, every financial decision you come from comes from the street. You understand what I'm saying? So you make your money from the streets.
I like that perspective.
You do it. Yeah, no, that's what it is. Though. That's what being a street dude is.
So you're living on a street financial institution.
Yeah, pretty much everything is like all your money, all your income in is solely from the streets.
Yeah.
That is a street dude.
Yeah.
Because now that's what happened nowadays with these rappers and when these dudes. You got dudes that's hood. I do believe they're hood,
right?
But they're not street.
They're not from the
and they saying that they're street, and that's why it don't correlate. You could be hood because think about it. You got doctors, lawyers. Police, they come from our neighborhoods, but they hood, but they're not street dudes.
Right.
Street dudes are dudes that's in the streets getting money.
Yeah.
So you can't say that, yo, I'm a certified street. No, you from the neighborhood. That's all it is. That's where hood come from / neighborhood. I'm a hood dude. I am a hood dude all day, and I did go in the streets. Minute. You understand? But I would never say I'm 100% street dude, because I'd be lying to myself. You know what I mean? You got a lot of dudes do that.
Being true with yourself.
Not being true with myself. I'm a hood dude. I'm from my hood.
Right.
I got my hood tatted, the building I live in on the side of my head.
Right.
Of course, I love the neighborhood. But I won't say like I was, because I know some kids that was street. I'm talking about since they was like 10 years old. These dudes was in the streets.
And that street.
That street.
But even though the street, they regulated. They didn't allow.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But that goes back to the values, because they understood. They had that respect for their elders, and they didn't want shit to happen in their street.
Right.
Because when stuff happen in the street, that heat comes.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If you don't regulate it, it's gonna get out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Once it get out of control, it ain't gonna be street no more. Everybody gonna get locked up.
I'm with Troy Ave. The street is a myth. It's a myth, bro. Like that whole everything, the culture that comes with the street is bullcrap. No snitching.
Well, it used to have rules.
No, they always snitch.
They always
think about it. They had rules, but it always was broken.
True.
There's no honor amongst thieves.
When they came,
think about it.
Said, "Hey, you get this 25."
You said it.
Or this 2-piece.
Or this 2-piece chicken.
Yeah, I'm taking 2.
You want the Popeyes? You want the Popeyes or you want fleece?
Yeah.
That's why I said what I said. I'm snitching.
Yeah, I don't want the family pack.
You don't want the family pack?
Nah, I'm snitching.
A family pack with extra sides.
But see, that's wrong. If you're doing the crime, you got to take time.
No, I believe that.
If you're in the streets, you gotta keep it thorough.
That's true if you're in the streets.
If you're in the streets.
But if I'm not in the streets and we go somewhere and you do some shit that I don't agree with, you going to jail.
Yeah, some dumb shit. Yeah, I agree. But let's say we all in a fight.
Brian, I gotta tell you before you telling me. Yeah. I know that. I'm telling you.
It's coming.
It's coming.
But let's say
we're just gonna be looking at each other. We just gonna be looking like, yo. So you do something wrong. I got him. I got him. It's crazy, man.
But hypothetically, let's say we're all out and we get into, we don't even start it.
Yeah.
And one of us has to kill somebody in defense. Like, do we all go down?
No.
or is the person that shot?
Look, if we don't start it and we defending ourselves, ain't none of us going to jail.
No, but what happens if we do?
We go to jail
because that happens.
Tell the truth.
No, but that happens.
I don't know. It just depends.
I get it.
It depends.
Yeah,
it depends.
It all depends on what.
If it was a Spanish dude, I'm gonna let Sham go down with it.
Yeah,
because they're gonna have me. I'm a hate crime. It's a hate crime. It's a hate crime.
Yeah,
you gotta hold it down. And if it's the black dude, I hold it down for you, Sham.
Yo, I never hanging out with you again. And when I pop off, I ain't giving you shit.
That's when we gonna take it. That's when we gonna rob you. Gonna tie your ass up.
Yeah, we know we're from the street.
And I'm gonna snitch on Brian first. Because Brian.
Hey, I pop off now. Sean's a street dude.
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna turn street.
He said I'm gonna turn street.
I'm gonna rob Sham, and I'm gonna I say it's Brian who did it. Cause I know he gonna tell me. You said it. He gonna snitch. I can tell him
if I'm there.
I'm shooting you in self-defense. Stand your ground.
That's a hate crime.
That is.
What, me shooting you?
I'm black.
Bullshit. That ain't no damn hate crime. Shit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, what's the other topic though, Brian?
So I was looking at a video of a court proceeding with a male and female, and the girl was mad because the father took the child when he left, and like she said, I have more rights than he do.
Oh man.
And the judge was like, no. He has the same rights as you.
Oh, I think I saw that.
You treated him like a second class parent.
Yes. That was recent.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So why does the court system feel that the man is a second class parent? Because it happens all the time in the court. Because if you think about it, every time a man go fight for custody, it's only 29% of men get custody. You know what I'm saying? So, but me as a man, I couldn't take my kids from their mother anyway.
Right, you don't want to.
And that's just the way I feel.
Unless she's unfit.
Exactly.
Unless she's unfit.
Right.
So I'm the one that wants the 50-50 custody. 1 week you over there, or 2 weeks you over there, and then 2 weeks with me, because I love my kids.
Right.
But it can be a disruption for them because they're living in two different households, so they can be confused. But I want to be in my children's life. I want equal time. I want to do equal things of whatever they're doing.
But then you have some of those women don't want you to even have that. You know what I'm saying?
Then that's when I get street and blast them. No, I mean, all jokes aside, it's just sad because I'm an involved parent.
Yeah.
I mean, I have a daughter that lives in another state.
But there are a lot of men that want to be involved.
Right.
And they just can't.
So
it's not afforded to them.
But why do the women feel like these men are deadbeats, but they're constantly saying, I want to see my child, I want to see my child.
I think it's a society issue. Because, you always heard the saying, mama's baby, papa's maybe.
Right. Yeah.
So women feel like it comes from them. They're the ones that had to bear with them for 9 months, and they give birth, but not knowing the father. If it wasn't for the father, the child wouldn't be born too.
Correct.
So that's what they have in their mind. They feel like it's my child, so I'm solely supposed to, and it's a privilege for me to let the guy or the father into the child's life. It's wrong.
It is not your child.
Right. It's our child.
Our child. Because if I did not plant that,
you wouldn't be right.
You wouldn't be here.
Right.
That child wouldn't
be here.
You can't get yourself pregnant. You know what I'm saying?
Sometimes it's the moms, the bitterness that they have.
A lot of times
it's the financial.
It ain't so. It's a lot.
It's a lot of times the bitterness.
Yeah. And financial, because look, I get to keep the kids, and he has to pay me money.
Right.
I got him.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna let him see his children.
And I think that has something to do with family values.
Right.
And society today, because if you look, most of these kids are wild,
right?
And it's a lot of shit going on with little kids,
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because the mother and father is fighting, and they see it, and then they use it against each of them,
right?
You know what I'm saying? It doesn't get any better.
Yeah, like I said before, they use the kids as chess pieces, man. And you're right, because back to what you were saying. To me, it seems like the fathers that want to be in a child's life, the mothers know, and that's why they do that. Because the fathers that don't care nothing about it, they have. We all know deadbeat dudes.
That's wild.
You ever heard them have any issues talking about my baby mother this or baby mother that? They don't care.
They don't care.
It's the fathers that do care.
Yeah.
That's the ones that you hear. My baby mamas she tripping. She don't want me to see my daughter or my son. She want to go for my child support.
And it was just like this other video I seen. The guy was trying to attend his daughter's graduation, and the mother was like, "What are you doing here?"
Oh yeah.
Did you see that one? She told him, "You ain't supposed to be here. I got a restraining order against you."
Come on.
And I'm thinking, well, he could be on the other side of the damn gym, and you be on the other side
of the gym.
So why are you making this big ass scene? Because he want to be there for his child. And I mean, she literally was making a big, and she even recorded the shit. That's what really.
Well, now he's going.
She recorded
on purpose.
it's for fame.
He violated the order of protection. Now he's going to jail.
Exactly, and he didn't violate the order of protection because she walked up to him.
Right.
He didn't go up to her, and he was telling her, "I just come to see my baby graduate. Why can't you just let that go and let him see his child graduate?"
It's childish women, man.
So even if, and this is the courts, and I know it from here. So let's say she took out the order of protection, and she saw him, and she walked up to him. He violated it.
But that's what I'm saying.
And that's messed up.
That's what I'm saying. And you did that on purpose.
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So if I was in the grocery store before you and you happened to see me in the grocery store and you walk up to me,
you gotta go. You gotta walk away.
That's
that's the way it is.
It's a jacked up.
It can't be like that.
No, but it is.
Why do I?
It can't be like that. So you
came somewhere else.
Once I was here first. I'm buying my groceries and you walk up to me.
No, you gotta walk away.
No, and I'm at the cash register. I walk away. You paying for this shit, bitch? Fuck out of here. Yeah, I walk away. You want me? Yeah.
And don't forget my.
No, I understand. Yeah. No, I understand.
But adding more shit to the list.
I understand what you're saying, but that's the reality, man.
It's sad.
It's sad.
That's crazy. If that's the truth, man. That's crazy.
Yeah. Unless it states in the order of protection, like if you have children, they'll say that you're allowed to meet at a neutral site to exchange the children.
But my thing is, why can't you just let all that shit in the past and that bitterness go for the sake of that child? Because he ain't coming to be with you. He coming to see his child.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with you. But for some reason, they inject themselves in between.
Hurt people hurt.
It's to hurt.
You know what I'm saying?
Hurt people, man.
But see, that's
sad.
It's sad.
We gotta do better as a people, especially. I'm speaking to our people. We gotta do better.
If it does not get better,
we gotta do better than that.
If it doesn't get better, it's gonna get worse.
It's gonna get worse,
and it's already worse.
It's worse already. You see that?
Because these kids are missing.
Yeah.
Both parents.
Yes.
Even if they together or not, they still missing the parent.
And to the point the kid don't even care.
You keep it natural, stay in your bag like you wearing satchels. Hey, baby, you a godsend, just missing the sandals. But still, you ain't missing much. Put your hands on my back, just a different touch. Put your ass on my plate, I don't skip the lunch, I don't skip the brunch. Nothing.